Hello and welcome to another rambling review from Adventures in TV Land. For today's rambling review, we're going to talk about the movie Slingshot. Now, Slingshot is set in the near distant future. It stars Casey Affleck as an astronaut named John, Lawrence Fishburne, his Captain Franks, and Tomar Capone, who plays Frenchie in the Amazon series The Boys. Tomar Capone plays another astronaut in the crew called Nash. And these three individuals, they are part of a special astronaut program that is headed to Jupiter's moon of Titan. Now, in order to get to Titan and then be able to eventually get back home, they have to do a slingshot maneuver around Jupiter itself. So that is kind of the very small, basic, I guess, overall plot. It is a very long journey to get there, of course, and so they are put in hibernation sleep throughout the movie, which as a result causes another issue, because the hibernation, it's kind of like a hibernation sickness from Star Wars. When they get out of hibernation each time, it causes emotional and mental instability, as well as physical, could possibly, as well as physical side effects. Now, John, he is actually, after he wakes up from hibernation sleep, he is having flashback memories and of his former girlfriend Zoe, who actually was worked on the program as well, this astronaut program, the space program, and he broke off their relationship before he left completely. She confessed that she loved him. He did not outright admit the same. He suggested that he did, but he was not going to let anything stand in his way of his mission and of him being the first person to reach Titan. He broke off that relationship, and he's having second thoughts about it, and he's also beginning to hallucinate a little bit, and he sees Zoe when she's not there. There is another incident that happens. The ship is hit by some sort of unknown object, appears to be damaged, but doesn't appear to be damaged enough that, blown it off its trajectory or anything like that. The acting in the film, I did enjoy the performances. I thought, Casey Affleck, he's a much talented actor than he usually gets good enough roles for. Of course, Lawrence Fishburne is amazing. I don't know a whole lot about Tomar Capone. He's okay. He does decent enough in The Boys, and he does a decent enough job here as well. The young lady who plays Zoe, Emily Breckman, I'm not really very familiar with her, but she does a good job too. The acting is really the strongest suit of this movie. Sadly, the movie it feels like a low budget movie, in which maybe it is. Maybe it was a low budget movie, but they obviously spent most of their budget on the actors in the film. The sets are the spaceship set, this is supposed to be this massive ship traveling to Titan over a multi-year mission. It's all set in with one room, and I guess in some instances that adds to the sense of isolation that these men feel and are going through, but at the same time it's rather bland, it's rather dull, and it gets rather confusing at times. I have to say I was rather disappointed by the plot of this movie. I left the movie theater highly disappointed. I did not like the ending of this movie. I didn't like the setup or anything like that. It's a lot of people, they will probably predict the ending rather early on. I didn't, because it's a very slow build of a movie, and it's slower really in many instances than it needs to be. In all honesty, I did enjoy the performances, and so for that I can recommend the film, but as a movie overall, I was, like I said, I was highly disappointed. It's kind of a cliche type plot line. This scenario has been done much better many other times and in a much more enthralling way. And so a lot of that has to do, that lays in the hands of the writer and the director as well. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate this movie like a 4. And so that is Slingshot. Well, this has been another rambling review from Adventures in TV Land. Until next time, that's a wrap.